Okay, here's my Naga Morich. It's pretty tall. It's kind of wedged between this chocolate mustard light and hab and a 7-pot primo. Yeah, it's the Naga Morich. So it's in this bag. It's a ton of pods on there still. I literally just picked almost 70 pods off of this plant just a few minutes ago. And there's a bunch that are still green and a bunch that are still ripe too. So, a lot of the ones left on here are a little bit smaller, but this one looks okay. Yeah, I'll do the pod test on this one. It looks good. This is Peter Stanley. Got another pod test. Today we're going to do the Naga Morich. It's a close relative of Bucholokia, originated in Bangladesh. I think it translates to serpent chili. I've never actually had one of these. I tried to grow 5 plants a couple years ago, and the seed stock was bad, and they were all, some of them were yellow, some were red. They were kind of mostly, well, one of the yellow ones had some pods kind of similar, but not exactly. But most of them were kind of blobby. And I didn't try to grow any last year. So this past year I got some better seed stock. And this plant looks, the pods look really good, and the plant's really productive. If you saw the intro video of the plant, I literally did pick close to 70 pods, and this isn't the one I picked to do the review on. That one got mixed up with all the other pods, and then I had some pod stuff ready to sell, and I didn't want to pull anything back out of those, so I went back to the plant. I actually picked 3, 6, 7 more pods, and this is one of those. And there's still some on there, and there's a bunch that are green still. It's a really, really productive plant. All right, so let's Naga Morich. Let's cut it open. Okay, let's see. I did pick. There's a lot of pods are bigger than this one. This one kind of small to me, 6 grams. Let's see. A lot of placenta on that. Strong chinettes. Smells kind of like a ghost pepper to me. Yeah, it looks pretty oily. A lot of placenta. Pockets of oil down in there. Not too bad, but there's definitely some in it. Cool. Looks pretty hot. Alright, I'm back. Alright, here it goes. Naga Morich. kind of had like an odd, really kind of like a different kind of sweetness up front. A little bit of kind of bitterness behind that. A little bit of a smoky kind of flavor behind that. Wow, it's got some heat up front. Really right on my tongue right now. Salivation already starting. There's a weird kind of sweetness that I got right when I started chewing it. It was kind of unique. I haven't really can't compare. I was getting some bitterness too, kind of behind that. Oh, I was chewing it. Wow, it's got some really good heat. I feel my nose starting to run too. Feels like it's already moving back to the back of my throat. Drew one a little bit. That's a really hot pod. It's actually kind of burning me like the as far as like where it's burning me, kind of like that beet orange Copenhagen I had not long ago. It tasted a lot different, but and the heat's more aggressive up front too. It's still building. Yeah, it's still general kind of a warmth. A little bit of chills on my arms, a little bit. Almost feels like it's throbbing towards the back of my throat. It's kind of weird. Pretty intense. Got that coal in the back of the throat feeling now. A little bit creeping back to my eustachian tubes. Totally not hurting my tongue at all, and it's just all in the back of my throat. Like back of my throat to my eustachian tubes, it's a lot of heat, a lot of pain. Still, I think it's still building actually. It's got a really good heat. The flavor isn't bad. The bitterness doesn't last long. Got some gas in my stomach. The plant's super productive too. I mean, one plant you get enough pods to do a lot of stuff with. I was estimating what's still left on there. I mean, plants easily got 150 to 200 pods, probably. I've seen video of Naga Morich plants that got huge. I think one of them had over 1,000 pods. It was a really big container. You know, it was a tree. They get huge. I know like Kang's got he's working on another contest pepper for next year. As far as like pod production, Naga Morich would be a really good candidate. I think I may try to, if I can acquire a really large container, I may try to do Naga Morich in a large cracky system next year. They'd be really good for that too. Man, I think it's peaked, but it hasn't gone down any. Maybe it's gone down just a tiny bit. Not much, if any. I forgot to mention, I got the seed for that from Semillas Las Palmas. I've grown a lot of stuff from him this year, and I've been really happy with the seed quality, and germination rates are really good. Plants are growing true. If you're in the U.S., the only thing you really need to get a USDA through the USDA import permit, and it's free. It's kind of a hassle to do, but it doesn't cost anything. And I mean, he's not going to guarantee a shipment if you don't have that. But his prices are really good. I mean, it's in euros, but still, it's cheap. Its shipping's cheap, and I mean, it paying me to say this. I'm just a happy customer. He's got probably the best selection of anywhere I've ever seen. I mean, he's got hundreds of different types of peppers. I'll probably order again. I mean, if there's something like really hard to find, he's probably got it. A lot of wild types. It's just stuff most people never even heard of. There are a bunch that he then been his own crosses too. You can buy like Super Hot Beast and Trinidad Hornet, Have Hot Lemon, a few others. I feel almost like a little tear getting ready to come out. Eyes are kind of watering. Yeah, it's starting to go down. Man, that was really warm pot. Lots of good uses for that. It's really got a unique flavor. There's kind of a smokiness to it too. It wasn't like as earthy kind of as like the ghost peppers, but it was different. Really unique flavor. Yeah, it'd be a really good powder sauce. I can see why it's a good crossing candidate too. I think it's one of the components of the 7-pot Primo. I think that's a Naga Morich cross with a 7-pot, I think. I think it's also a component of the Big Black Mama. I believe it's that cross with a Douglas, but I could be getting them mixed up. But it's using a few crosses, but I can see why it's a good candidate. Wow, yeah, it's gone down. I'm not gonna keep rambling, but yeah, I really like that. Something I want to grow again. Very productive plant. Really, really hot pods. Good flavor. So yeah, so that was Naga Morich. Hope y'all enjoy watching that, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.